And after we have achieved historic turnout in 2008 and 2012, especially in the African American community, I will consider it a personal insult, an insult to my legacy, if this community lets down its guard and fails to activate itself in this election. You want to give me a good send-off? Go vote!
According to the Associated Press, early voting data in North Carolina, which has become a critical swing state, shows African-American voters have cast 111,000 fewer ballots than they had at this point 4 years ago, when President Obama ran for re-election. Early voting there is down roughly 16% among blacks and up 15% among white voters. There are also indications that the early African-American vote is down this time in critical states like Florida and Ohio.
Of course, I would accept a clear election result, but I would also reserve my right to contest or file a legal challenge in the case of a questionable result.
He refused to say that he would respect the results of this election. Now, make no mistake, by doing that, he is threatening our democracy.
Hillary Clinton has formally joined the recount efforts, with campaign counsel Mark Elias saying they had quietly explored the possibility of outside interference in the vote tally.
By doing that, he is threatening our democracy.
He is threatening our democracy.
I'm sorry. Okay, hold on.
Please
Hold on, that's
stop,
funny.
Joe.
Hold on.
Stop.
The move to conduct recounts now back in the U.S. in several battleground states. It's going forward now. Green Party candidate Jill Stein raising more than $6 million now. Hillary Clinton's campaign tonight saying they will participate in the process.
Well, Donald Trump's victory in Wisconsin has been confirmed after a 10-day statewide recount. Trump picked up a net of 131 votes, giving him a margin over Hillary Clinton of more than 22,000 votes.
Fuck! Excuse me!
Republican members of the Electoral College, this message is for you. As you know, our founding fathers built the Electoral College to safeguard the American people from the dangers of a demagogue and to ensure that the presidency only goes to someone who is to an eminent degree endowed with the requisite qualifications.
An eminent degree. Someone who is highly qualified for the job.
The Electoral College was created specifically to prevent an unfit candidate from becoming president.
There are 538 members of the Electoral College. You
and just 36 other conscientious Republican electors can make a difference
by voting your conscience on December 19th.
And thereby shaping the future of our nation.
That you will make yourself heard through the constitutional responsibility granted to you by Alexander Hamilton himself.
By Alexander Hamilton himself.
Here in Washington, those protests may have made an impact as electors did something they haven't done in decades. KOMO's Matt Markovich is live in Olympia with what they did. Matt?
Well, Mary, 4 of the state's 12 electors went against the majority of the people of the state of Washington and voted for somebody other than Hillary Clinton. Now, Clinton won the state 54% to 38% for Donald Trump.
The U.S. intelligence community publicly revealed in October that it is confident that the Russian government interfered in the presidential election, and at the time said only Russia's senior-most officials could have authorized these activities. Of, quote, a high level of confidence that Russian President Vladimir Putin became personally involved in the covert Russian campaign to interfere in the U.S. presidential election.
Former prosecutor Katie Phang, who can help lay out the repercussions if these very serious allegations are true. Katie, thanks for joining us.
Not a problem.
What about what Peter King was just saying? Could Brennan be in serious trouble here?
Well, there is a federal statute, 18 United States Code Section 798, that prevents the disclosure or the dissemination of classified information. Clearly, that information that's being spread in a secret assessment done by the CIA, if it was given to the Washington Post or some media outlets, then maybe, just maybe, CIA Director Brennan may be in a big boatload of trouble, big boatload of trouble, big boatload of trouble.